What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today I am doing another ranking on Black Ops 3 Zombies. Today we're going to be ranking every single perk in Black Ops 3 Zombies, all of them in order of what I think is worst to what I think is the best. Now, the only criteria for my ranking is 1, how are they on solo? I am a solo player, so this is going to be coming from a solo experience. So that is going to be the main thing, coming from a solo standpoint, and it is going to be my opinion. So if you guys do enjoy this video, make sure you leave a like. And if you are new, drop a sub to the channel. I have plenty of other rankings just like this throughout Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, and other Call of Duties. So with all that being said, enough yapping, let's get right into the rankings. Number 9 on this list is going to have to go to the one and only Deadshot Daiquiri. Now, I am not a huge fan of Deadshot Daiquiri. It really doesn't do a whole lot in the game of zombies, in my eyes. It is the most useless one out of all of them. Now, coming from a solo standpoint and someone who plays on PC, on keyboard and mouse, I do not use a controller. Deadshot Daiquiri just doesn't do much of anything for me, and I never ever find myself wanting to get it. It is not too hard for me to get headshots, to aim with the head, and that's really... However, if I was on controller, maybe it would be a different story, but I am not, and I just don't like Deadshot Daiquiri. Never get it. It's not a top 6 perk, 7, 8. It's a bottom tier perk. Coming in at number 8 on this list is going to have to go to the one and only Electric Cherry. Now, for those of you who've been here for a while, you know I love Electric Cherry. However, it's not really all that useful. So what Electric Cherry does is it disperses an electric shock whenever you reload your weapons. That's really about all it does. Now, it can be nice to stun some zombies and help you from taking maybe a couple hits. Say you're training, you're running this tight little area, you shake your screen, do the classic little swerving around, and you reload maybe. It stuns a couple of them, stops them from hitting you, whatever the case may be. Maybe you get stuck in a corner and you hit that reload button really fast and you stun those couple of zombies right in front of you and you're able to get the reload off. Something like that. However, that seems a little far-fetched, and all in all, it's really not all that effective. As much as I love Electric Cherry, I love the way it looks, simple yet clean, I like the coloring, I really do like Electric Cherry. It is one of my favorite personal perks. I always get it just to have it. Like, it's just engraved in me. I have to pick it up if I get it. But really, it doesn't do a whole lot, so it's going to end up towards the very bottom of this list. Number 7 on this list is going to have to go to Mule Kick. Now, Mule Kick lets you carry a third weapon, which all in all is pretty good. But for Black Ops 3 in particular, I feel like it is completely unnecessary. In terms of usefulness, I do think it is above Deadshot and it is above Electric Cherry. However, let's say you have a solid wonder weapon, you have one of the bows, you have the KT-4, Thunder Gun, Apothecary Servant, whatever it may be, you have a pretty solid wonder weapon, right? You get a second weapon, you are almost guaranteed to double pack-a-punch it and get Deadwire turned Blast Furnace, one of those AATs on it. And having those, you really have no need for another weapon unless you just want one with another AAT on it, which is very possible. I would say for the most part, majority of people are just going to use Deadwire on a backup gun. Doesn't really matter what they have, and they're not too worried about having a third weapon with it. You can just get a wall weapon, double pack-a-punch it, and you're good on ammo forever. You got Deadwire, it's fine. So Mule Kick, I don't really ever use it. It's more useful than these other ones, but I feel like the other perks are better. Coming in at number 6 on this list is going to have to go to Double Tap. Now, Double Tap is iconic, and Double Tap 2.0 in these newer games is really good. It allows you to do basically double the damage, or for every 1 bullet, it does 2 bullets worth of damage, is what I've been led to believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. But with the addition of AATs and Double Pack-a-Punch and how good some of these wonder weapons are, I feel like having Double Tap is completely unnecessary. Now, if you don't have a double pap gun, or maybe your early game, or you just have a single pap, and you do have double tap, it is going to definitely help. It is definitely going to help and increase your chance of survival. But coming from my personal experience, I never find myself in situations where I'm really needing or yearning for that double tap in my loadout. Now, will I ever get mad at a free double tap? No, not really. Am I ever too picky about it? No, but if it's ever really up to me, if I don't get it from something free, a gobble gum, so on and so forth, then I'm not really going to be getting double tap. Although useful, for me, I find it more on the less useful side. Next up on this list, number 5 is going to have to go to Speed Cola. Now, I really love Speed Cola. Again, it is one of my favorite looking perks. I love the green, simplicity, looks dope. I really like it. Now, what's it do? It helps you reload faster, which that is such a big thing in zombies, but at the same time, it is something that is more of a want than it is a need. I feel like reloading faster is just a little bit extra. It's a little bit bougie, just if you have the extra space. And I love reloading faster as much as the next guy, and it can definitely save you and keep you out of certain situations, especially when you are camping. If you are camping, then Speed Cola is probably a must. However, for me, I do not camp a whole lot. If I do, of course, I'm going to use Speed Cola. But seeing how I am someone who trains more than I do camp, I wouldn't necessarily pick it for my 4th or 3rd perk slot. It would probably be the 5th option for me. So I think right here's a pretty good spot. Again, it can save you. It's fine. Reloading faster is good. Certain situations, especially camping, LMGs, certain wonder weapons, maybe reload a little bit slow. But do I think you really need it? I'm going to say probably not. Coming in at number 4 is going to have to go to Stamina Up. I find this to be the counterpart to Speed Cola. Stamina Up lets you run longer, and it seems to be a bit faster. It basically does what the perk does. It gives you more stamina. Now, if you are training like I do, you basically always want to use this perk. Zombies get pretty fast in the later rounds, and you want to be able to outrun them, okay? So it is really nice to have. You can just run for longer. You feel quicker on your feet. You just feel lighter. It's a really useful perk when it comes to training, and I think everyone can agree. I think most people who play probably use Stamina Up too, if I had to guess. Although if you are camping, you're probably not going to use it. It kind of, has that Speed Cola kind of thing. If you're camping, you're going to use that. But if you're not, you're not going to use Stamina Up. They kind of go back and forth like that. One's for camping, one's kind of for training in my eyes. But for the majority of the time, I'm always going to try to get Stamina Up in my games. It's big, especially on a map like Origins and Zombie Chronicles and some of these other bigger maps, just to help you get around. It just makes everything a lot easier and quicker. Coming up next on this list is going to have to go to the one and only Quick Revive in the number 3 spot. I love Quick Revive. It is one of the main necessity perks you need for solo survival. Quick Revive allows you to revive yourself when you have gotten down. You get 3 per game, which is really cool on solo. The effect is a little bit different on co-op. It allows you to revive your teammates faster, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about the solo version. And the solo version lets you get yourself up. That is big. That is what saves your games. That is what lets you keep going. That is a really huge, great, beneficial perk to have. There's really no drawback to it, and anytime you play a game of zombies, when you load up on solo, you're probably going to buy Quick Revive right off rip as fast as you can. That's probably what's going to happen. You see Quick Revive, you're going to buy it, because you never know when you're going to get down in a stupid way, something dumb happens, blah, blah, blah. So many things could happen where you take it down. It just happens. And Quick Revive allows you to get yourself back up and keep your game going. Now, as good as that is, I don't think it is as really useful as these last 2. So with that being said, number 2, I'm going to go with Widow's Wine. Now, I really wanted to put Widow's Wine at 1, but I just couldn't get myself to do it. Now, Widow's Wine, it turns your grenades into a special type of grenade. They're like a spider sticky substance. You can throw them into a horde of zombies, and it will stick to them and make them all stuck in place and they can't move. However, if you are training or camping or wherever and you get hit while you have these grenades in your inventory, it explodes and all the surrounding zombies just get frozen basically in a spider web. It is a super clutch perk. It is really good. I love everything about it. The look of it, the look of the machine, the little jingle. everything about it. It is an amazing addition in Black Ops 3 Zombies. I have never caught myself playing a game and been like, I don't want to get Widow's Wine. I don't need Widow's Wine. That just doesn't happen. Now, can I live without it? I mean, yeah, but would I prefer to have it every single game I play? Yes. It's just, why wouldn't you? It is so beneficial, and it saves you from so many situations. It may not sound as good as it seems, but from experience, and I know other people can agree, it can definitely help you and get you out of those sticky situations. See what I did there? All in all, Widow's Wine is the number 2 perk. Now, coming in at number 1, to absolutely no one's surprise, is probably, well, hopefully to no one's surprise, is gonna be Juggernog Soda. Iconic. When you think of playing zombies and getting perks, you think of getting Juggernog Soda. Now, what Juggernog does is it allows you to take more hits. You're stronger, you have more health, which is huge in the game of zombies. I can't express this enough. You may think going down and being able to revive yourself is big. Imagine if you played every game without Juggernog. Maybe you'd get used to it. I'm sure you would, but after having Juggernog for so long, and then you hop into a game of Black Ops 3 Zombies and you try playing, or if you want to go into Black Ops 2 without Juggernog, Juggernog really saves you in a lot of ways. And honestly, if I had to play games where it told me to if I had to make a choice before I got into a game, all right, you can only have one of these, I think I'm going to take Juggernog. I think I'm going to take Juggernog over Quick Revive. Even then, I would go Jug, Widows, Stamina, and I guess at this point, Speed. Like if I couldn't use that, but I would obviously want Quick Revive. Okay, I'm losing my point. All in all, Jug's really good, really strong perk. It is the number 1 perk in my opinion. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, you already know what to do. I will put a link in the description of some previous videos I've done. I did plenty of rankings down below. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like, and I will see you all in the next video.